Greetings, everyone, and welcome. July the 10th, 2025. And here's the bottom line. Somebody is lying, and our two choices are either the White House or the Kremlin. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in just a few minutes at the end of this video. In addition to that, we have the Mercenator on full display today, making direct statements against Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. In addition to that, there was a meeting of foreign ministry departments between Russia and the United States in Kuala Lumpur, and that ended in absolute disaster as the teacher took the student to school, and I'm going to show every bit of it to you over the next few minutes. Thank you for being here, sharing, liking, commenting. Thank you to all the new subscribers as we grow and fight for truth. We appreciate you. Let's jump straight into the first one. Today, MERZ taking center stage. He made a direct address to Vladimir Putin and a direct address to Donald Trump. This was at the meetings where right now we're at the Coalition of the Willing. They're meeting in Rome. He said, in conclusion, I have two messages, one to Moscow and Putin. The message is simple. We will not give up. My second message to Trump, stay with us and stay with Europe. And yes, you will see Zelensky sitting right on the front row. This was impressive. Therefore, he's called today the Mercenator. Going to be interesting to see how Putin and Trump both respond to this. Here it is.
In finalizing, I have two messages. The one goes to Moscow and to President Putin. The message is quite simple. We will not give up.
Very direct statement there. There's Zelensky.
And dear friends, my second message goes to Washington, D.C. and to President Donald Trump. Stay with us and stay with the Europeans. We are on the same page and we are looking for a stable political order in this world. We are both, the Americans and the Europeans are partnered with us. Stay with us on this side and on this page of our common history. Many thanks, dear colleagues and friends.
I'll tell you, you got to call it for what it is, and it's going to be interesting how people that struggle with narcissism, like a Vladimir Putin or a Donald Trump, where they want to be the center of everything, are going to respond to the Chancellor of Germany making those direct statements. Yeah, a positive connotation of Trump. Stand with us. Stand for what is right. And then to Putin, hey, man, we're never going to quit. Don't even think about it. Now, while all of that is happening, Lavrov and Rubio are meeting in Kuala Lumpur. Now, I'm going to show you two clips coming up of Rubio after the meeting. And of course, he is an American. I'm an American. So like on the MERZ statement, I'm looking for Germans in your comments. What are your thoughts on that? But as far as what you're going to see Rubio say now and why, for me, it's obvious. He received an education and was schooled by Lavrov. You can tell it in his use of language, his lexicon. You can tell it in his eyes. You can tell it in his body language. You can also tell it how he stumbles a little bit on a yes comment. Two videos, both expressed the desire, this is Lavrov and Rubio, to continue restoration of direct contacts between Russia and the United States. So this was one of the key things they talked about, and both sides stated that. One potential step toward normalization discussed could be the resumption of direct flights between the two countries. It's still on the table, and today Rubio and Lavrov talked about that. And then Marco Rubio stated that the United States still wants to see a clear roadmap for ending the conflict in Ukraine. To that, the Russians and the Ukrainians are asking the question, what are you talking about, Mr. Rubio? There is a roadmap. Ukraine stands for an unconditional ceasefire everywhere. Go to the negotiating table. Russia stands for the opposite, and you will hear that. They want the four territories. They want demilitarization, no NATO. It's clear. What are you looking for? So on this, the Ukrainians and the Russians are going, What are you talking about? Now, you're going to see it in the video. And then after that, I have Peskov, who has made a statement today, two statements actually. This is where we're going to figure out somebody's fibbing. That's all we're going to say. But let's go to Rubio first. Here's his first statement.
A chance to end, as you've seen in the past. And so we're going to continue to work at it. We understand that these things take time and patience, but obviously we're also frustrated that more progress has not been made. And hopefully we, based on today and in the days to come, we'll have more clarity about what exactly the Russian position and priorities are in this regard, and can begin to make some progress. But it's, it's been difficult.
Even if you're not an American and understand our mannerisms and the way we communicate, well, really we're looking forward to getting some information, about how we can go there. We're disappointed. And dude, you're the Secretary of State of the United States. Can you have a little boldness and strength and confidence? Don't look like a whip puppy. Say something bold. No, I didn't like what I heard today, and we're working hard to make adjustments. That's how a Secretary of State should speak. No, you got whooped today. Oh, take it a step further. Here you go.
One more quick question on Russia. Just these ideas that were put on the table today, would you characterize them as new ideas from the Russian side that the Trump administration had not heard before?
Yes. Well, I think maybe, yes. I think it's a new and a different approach. Again, I wouldn't characterize it as something that guarantees a peace, but it's a concept that, we'll take back to the president today and here as soon as I finish with you.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, it's something new. Well, no. It was like when the reporter said, "Hey, can I ask you one more question about Russia?" It was like, no, please don't. I mean, that's what I'm seeing as an American. All the American viewers in here, what's your thoughts on that? The body language and the response. Well, yeah, something new. Well, not really something new. Yeah, well, I'll take this stuff back to Donald Trump and we'll see what happens. Let's make it simple. Lavrov educated Rubio today. And I'm an American and I love my country. And I'm very disappointed in Marco Rubio. The strength of his speech 6-7 years ago about Russia and their expansion and all of that. I've played it many times. From that to this, man, it was tough. I'll take it back to Trump. Yeah. Well, we have Peskov responding, and this is what I promised for you guys. Two key statements today. Peskov said, you know what? We can only confirm that there was no call from Trump to Putin during the time that he was not president, and we'll make no more comments on it. This goes back to the leaked audio of where Trump is talking, or the audio shared by the author of that book. I called Putin and told him I'll bomb Moscow. I called Xi Jinping, told him I'll bomb Beijing. Russia's saying there was no call when he was not the president of the United States. So here's the bottom line, and it's not a surprise to anybody. The Kremlin or the White House, somebody's not telling the truth. There's your big revelation for today. So we'll see what happens from that. Now, number two, and I have the audio of this. Peskov loves to do the audio. He'll do it over the phone, and I translate it for you. What happens next in this war depends on Kyiv. So this statement, guys, is after MERZ has called out Putin, we will not stop, called out Trump saying, stand with us. This is after Lavrov and Rubio had their school session, and Rubio got an education. Now we have Peskov's statement this evening, and here it is. Can it be said that the peace process is stalled and that both sides are leaning towards the use of force? I don't think so, but it's appropriate to say that because we still need to wait for some signals from Kyiv, from representatives of that Kyiv regime regarding their willingness or unwillingness to enter a third round of direct Russia-Ukraine negotiations. We have repeatedly stated that for us, the preferred option would be to achieve our goals through peaceful, political, and diplomatic means. However, until that happens, the special military operation will continue, and the realities are changing every day. There you have it. No change. You know, what can you learn from that? Hey, that's exactly what Lavrov told Rubio. There's no question. Listen, Ukraine can come to the table and talk with us. It'll only be between Ukraine and Russia, no third parties. The Kyiv regime has to change, and they have to capitulate to our desires. And if they do not, we will just continue the special military operation, and every day it'll just be more of the same. And the decision is on the Kyiv regime. And that's it. This is where we stand today. That is why MERZ was so direct. Trump, stand with us. Putin, we will not quit. And the fight goes on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A lot packed in this 10 minutes here. A lot of updates from key players. Now, what are we watching next? What is the Trump administration going to say after the meetings with Lavrov and Rubio and after MERZ's statement? And how is the Kremlin going to respond? We shall see, and we will have it right for you. You guys be blessed. Thank you for everything. Be back soon.